So we all know the guys at Wolf love a bit of technology when it comes to their carp fishing products. So today we're looking at more technology from Wolf. So this is two new power banks that they've brought out, the SPB-16 and 24. Now I've been using the 24 for a couple of months now and found it to be really good, really effective, does what it needs to do and it does it well. But let's start off with the 16 because the 24 is basically the bigger brother. So the 16 I haven't really used myself, but it's basically a smaller version of the 24. So thought I'd do a bit of an unboxing with you guys so you can see exactly what you get for your money. Now, first of all, you'll see that you get a nice EVA hard case. Now this keeps everything really well protected because it is pretty solid, and this is finished in Wolf's nice subtle sort of black camo pattern. So I've opened this up. On the inside you obviously get the power bank itself, and then you get various cables. So you've got a USB or micro USB cable and a short USB-C cable. Now both of these can be used to actually charge the power bank itself, and then you get one of Wolf's special, look at these clever little cables where you've got basically an iPhone connection on the top, and underneath that you've got a USB-C. So that's really helpful because you can obviously charge a multitude of different devices that way. Obviously you get your instructions, your little manual, and you've got a little strap as well. So yeah, loads of little extras that you might not expect to get with a power bank. So it's really nice that it comes with all of that. Now the 16 and the 24 share very similar features. There are features all around this as you'd expect from Wolf. One of the first things to show you is you've got a strong LED torch at the end, and this either flashes or you can have it set to just being on. Now this is really useful. It's only 1 watt, so it doesn't sound a lot, but it's actually really bright and quite powerful. And the nice thing, obviously being only 1 watt, it doesn't actually take much battery up. So it's really handy if you need to be looking around your bivvy or something like that and you haven't got access to a head torch, or yeah, it's really helpful just to have that on the end. The 16 is rainproof, whereas the 24 is classed more as waterproof. Now they have different IP ratings. Basically the 16 is IP54 and the 24 is IP67. So it basically just means it is that bit more waterproof. I still wouldn't throw it into the lake. You're not going to gain anything by doing that. But if you do leave it out by accident and it rains, it's not going to be the end of the world. Whereas with this one, you've got to be a little bit more careful, but it's still rainproof. So if you get a bit of condensation in your bivvy or something like that, and a bit of moisture all over this, it's not going to be the end of the world. Now, if we come to the top of it, you've got different inputs and outputs. You've got 2 USB outputs, and then you've got the little micro USB input in the middle. Now obviously that's purely for charging, and then you, like I say, you've got your 2 USB outputs to actually then charge your other devices, whether you want to charge your phone that way, head torch, or whatever you need to charge. Then on the other side you've got a USB Type-C. Now this can be used to charge the power bank itself, but it's basically an input and an output. So you can either charge things with it or you can charge the power bank using that port. Now this is where your fast charging will come in. So it's really useful if you want a quick boost to charge in your phone, then using the USB-C will obviously boost you that bit quicker. But if you don't want to use cables, then you've actually got wireless charging as well. So it's really handy. It's a 5 watt wireless charger. So if you just have it on your bivvy table or something like that, you can just chuck your phone on top every now and then it just keeps giving you that continual boost. Now the other nice thing about these, which is on both models, you've actually got a solar panel. So this is really useful if you're doing perhaps a longer trip abroad and it's nice and sunny. You can just chuck it outside, and then by the end of the day it will be fully charged up again. So you haven't got to worry if the power bank is getting a bit low. You haven't got to think, oh, I'm going to run out of power. You can literally just chuck it out, and then obviously it will charge nice and quickly through the solar panel. Like I say, the 24 is very similar, and this is what I've been using quite a bit myself lately, and not just in fishing. Some of you guys might know that I've got a converted van, been away to Scotland for the past 2.5 weeks, and this has been really useful just to give us a little boost if we're out on a long walk and we need to charge our phone to actually find our way back. Then this has been really useful to take with us. And with the solar as well, I've literally stuck it in the dash of the van when we've been driving about, and it's charged it back up. So I didn't actually have to plug it in anywhere at all in 2.5 weeks. So that kind of shows how useful it is having that solar on it. Like I say, this is slightly more waterproof than what the 16 is, and you can probably see you've got slightly thicker and more indented sockets. Basically on the top here, you've got another torch, slightly different design to the 16, and then you've got your 2 USB outputs there. And then on this side, you've got your micro USB input and your USB-C, which can be an input or an output. On the back here, or on the bottom of it, you've then got a little hook. So the 24 actually comes supplied with a little carabiner, so if you want to hang it up somewhere, then you can do. But apart from that, they are very similar. The 16 and the 24 both correspond to the actual battery capacity of these. So 16 being 16,000 milliamps, 24 being 24,000 milliamps. So in terms of phone charges, if your phone's 4,000 milliamps, then obviously you get 4 charges out of the 16, or you get 6 out of the 24, and that's without using the solar at all. So yeah, they're really good if you're doing short sessions, or like I say, if you're doing a longer session and you're somewhere nice and hot and you can keep it charged up, then they're really useful. They're made from a really nice hardware and plastic, and they feel solid, they feel the part. So yeah, really good power banks, and they're not too expensive either, which is quite nice. You can pick up the 16 for $69.99, or you can pick up the 24 for $119.99. Now, for any more information, obviously make sure you check out the Wolf website. There's stacks of information there that I've probably forgotten, but this is more a video just to give you an overview of these and my initial thoughts. And yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.